Hi folks, we are ready with the next video. That is our, we come to the next question, exercise 1.5. It's the part 3 where we are going to take up the question, represent root of 9.3 on the number line. Now this question, I have to mention certain things about this. In the several materials where you would find this, where root of 9.3 has to be plotted on the number line, it is never plotted on the number line. It's just done on a line and something is done about that. So that's a wrong way of doing. Since it's been clearly told that root of 9.3 has to be plotted on the number line, we have to first start with the number line. So first let's make a number line like this. Here, this number line, we have to be careful that whatever number is being asked, that much number should be available on the negative side of the number line. So whatever is being asked, that should be available on the negative side of the number line. Because here 9.3, root of 9.3 is asked, 9.3 minimum should be available on the negative side. Now because we cannot draw a number line like that, I have taken points till minus 10 and some positive points also. Intuitively, it's very clear to us that root 9 is 3. So root of 9.3 some point after 3. So that's clear to us. So we should have, this point is going to be somewhere between 3 and 4. That's how we are going to get the plotting. So let's see now how we are going to go about doing this construction. First, in order to make things convenient, I have taken, as I said, that on the negative part of the number line till minus 10, and I have marked my point minus 9.3 over here. Please mark this point, minus 9.3 on the number line. Let's call this 0 point as a point O, and this point where we have plotted the point minus 9.3 as A. Why 9.3? Because that is what is being asked. So we plot that point and we call that point as A. We have this 1 over here and we will call that point as B. The point where the coordinate is 1, let's call that point as B. Now, what is the speciality of this? We are going to draw a semicircle with AB as a diameter. Taking AB as a diameter, we are going to draw the semicircle. Now, how do we go about doing that? We will take more than half. This can be done if you can draw a perpendicular bisector of AB. So how do we draw a perpendicular bisector? We take more than half the length of AB on our compass, draw arcs on both sides of this line, join them, and that's how we are able to get the semicircle. Now, I am running short of these instruments, so certain things I will only roughly be able to tell, but please get through the matter and let's try to do it. So what we are going to do is, we are going to take more than half the length of AB. Now AB intuitively the length is around 10.3, so you can have some length like 6 or 7 or something like that. So 7 or 8, whatever. So in that range, take that measurement in your compass. Take a measurement of 7, 6, 7, 8, something like that on your compass. With A as a center, draw arcs on both sides of the line that we have drawn, the number line. So what we are going to do is, with a suitable radius, in case of confusion, with a suitable radius, that is, I have told you what could be suitable, something like 6, 7, 8. So with a suitable radius and A as a center. First arc. Draw the first arc on both sides. Now the first arc that you have drawn it on both sides of the number line. Now keep that radius as it is and keep your compass at B. Keep the compass at B and draw arcs on both sides. The arcs which have been already drawn, cut those arcs. So what we have done, with next step, with B as a center. With B as a center and same radius. And same radius, cut the above arcs. Hope it's clear. With A as a center, some suitable radius, as I said, it could be 6, 7, 8 centimeters or units, whatever that we have taken. With A as a center, draw arcs on both sides. With B as a center, cut these arcs. We are getting these points of intersection. Let's join these points of intersection. Let's see how these can be joined. We can just join these points of intersection. Once you have joined the point of intersection, it meets this number line at a certain point. That point point, let's call it as C. The place where the perpendicular bisector meets the number line, let's call it as point C. Having got this point C, you're going to again take your compass. And what you're going to do with the compass? With C as a center and radius CA. So our next step is with C as a center and radius CA. We are going to draw a semicircle. So what we are going to do with C as a center and radius CA, we are going to draw a semicircle. Now if everything is alright with the semicircle, it will come and directly meet B. If all your measurements are correct, the semicircle will come and meet the point B. So this is how you are going to draw the semicircle. How did we draw the semicircle? With C, this was our first step, this was our second step, and this is the third step, where with C as a center and radius CA, we have drawn a semicircle. Draw a semicircle. It will meet the point B. The semicircle will come and meet the point B. Having done this, we are supposed to draw a perpendicular from O. Now when you have to draw the perpendicular from O, as I said, you can use a set square or you can use your protractor. Whatever is convenient to you, draw a perpendicular from O. So you could draw a perpendicular, as I said, with whatever gadget that you feel convenient. Suppose if we plan to do it with the set square, we keep the set square like this, try to draw a perpendicular. Such that it meets the circle. We have to draw the perpendicular such that it meets the semicircle at certain point, and that point, let's call it as D. So what we have done, first we drew the semicircle, then we have taken a perpendicular from O such that the perpendicular meets the semicircle. The place where it meets the semicircle, we call it as D. Now having got this, again we have to draw one more arc. For that, we are going to take O as a center and radius OD. So once again, we'll have to take a compass with O as a center and radius OD. And radius OD. Draw an arc to cut the number line. Draw an arc to cut the number line. So we are going to draw an arc such that it cuts the number line. You are going to take with O as a center and radius OD. You are going to take it on your compass and you are going to draw the arc. That with O as a center, you would have drawn that arc. That arc will come and cut the number line at a certain point, and that point will be your required root of 9.3. The place where it comes and cuts the number line, that place will be root of 9.3. If I prefer to call it as E, then E will be our required point. So I will write the conclusion here. Thus, point E represents root of 9.3. This is how we go about doing the construction, and this is a genuine way of doing it. You see many people doing it in a way that is not what is desired in the question. You have to start with the number line, and this is how you get the correct point. Please go through it and see how the working is. Thank you.